So now this is the best practices to using AI in education. AI is a tutor. It's not a cheating machine for students here. Do not use it to cheat. I think it's very important for parents to watch how their kids use AI, so the kids don't lose their ability to write essays, problem solve, or do other stuff. These are examples of how to use AI best for learning. You could practice languages, for instance, if you are bilingual. You could practice your own language, for instance, Arabic. A lot of people here are Arabic speaking. You could use AI to learn Arabic, to fact check some of the things you learn about Arabic, or specific accents. You could use it to learn mathematics and problem solve things, explain to me what the solar system is, how does it work, how many planets are there, their names, their position in the solar system, etc. You could use it to brainstorm ideas. Maybe you have a business idea and you want to involve AI in that business idea. Hello, I have a lot of friends who are trade workers, plumbers, electricians, carpenters, etc. And I want to create a business for them. And AI will give you a lot of good ideas that you can then discuss further with your friends. Get feedback. You could have an exam paper you have written by yourself. You've taken an exam paper, a mock exam on the internet, you've done it, you give it to the AI, it marks it for you. You have to double check, of course, it marks it for you, and it gives you back the report on what topics specifically you got wrong. So it doesn't just give you a right or wrong mark, it gives you what topic you missed. In biology, you missed this topic. In physics, you missed the superposition, etc. This chapter, not that chapter. So it gives you specific chapters to focus on. And it also summarizes long articles. This is used mostly with university students. We get a lot of reference and citations to do. You have to read a lot of papers to generate essays. So it helps us with summarizing long articles and stuff. It's a great personal tutor if you use it right, and it's always available. It's not a homework doing report. You cannot just give it the homework and expect it to do it every single time without there being consequences on your ability to learn. Actually, there have been a lot of research recently on cognitive decline of people who are using AI to do their work, specifically people who are 18 and under. A lot of the students who were 18 and under, they had the experiment, and they've seen the student use AI for every single homework, for every single math problem, for every single exam. And after a while, their cognitive ability have declined. Their ability to think have declined. Their ability to double check facts have declined. They became lazy, they became passive. They just take everything you give them. You tell them the sun is blue, they will believe it probably at the point. So it's that's exaggeration, but it's getting the point through. The worst practices. That's what unfortunately most students do. Specifically university students, given I'm at university, I see a lot of my classmates and other degrees holders doing these practices. They copy-paste the AI answer into the exam, into the assignment, etc. For instance, in university, you have to write a lot of essays, you have to write a lot of assignments, and usually students have become lazy and they just give it to the AI and then copy-paste the answer and put it into the professor's email and email him, or the website in which you have to put your assignment. Fortunately, academia, the academic world have become adaptable to that, and they have developed software that double-check how much of your essay is AI generated, how much of it is human generated, etc. But it's not good enough yet. A lot of students are very good at manipulating the words that AI generated to make it seem human-like, and then just paste it into the professor's email, etc. And the professor doesn't know it's entirely AI generated because they have manipulated some words and some structure of the essay. If you ask AI to do your homework, that's definitely a no-no. Again, cognitive decline is a big issue. I'm a computer science student, and a lot of my classmates have lost the ability to code. In the past years, in second, third, and fourth year students, they had to learn how to code from scratch by themselves. There was no AI to help them. Maybe third year, fourth year, people who graduated. But now for our first year, because we can just put it into the AI and just have it generate the code, we double check it, we see what we want to edit, maybe 1-2 lines, add, delete here, like just polishing the code that AI generated, and then we just put it or run it as our own. We lost the ability to generate code from scratch. So most students, if you give them a project to code from scratch in front of you, they will not be able to do so because they have lost that instantaneous ability to think for themselves and write the code by themselves. Trusting AI answers without verifying them is a big mistake. You cannot just trust whatever the AI gives you. You can never trust what the AI gives you because it's just a pattern recognizer. It doesn't really give you the correct answer. You have to double check it. One good way we university students use, for instance, if it gives you a mathematical answer, you ask it to explain to you how it went from step 2 to step 3 logically as a 5-year-old, and the AI have to then double check its answer and go back to step 2 and step 3 and think how it went there without just copy pasting from the internet, and it have to then explain it to you. And by letting the AI think about its own answer, it will double check its answer, and maybe sometimes, not a lot of time, sometimes come back, actually I made a mistake, thank you for spotting that. Thank you for spotting that isn't good enough, because if I just took the answer and as a given, as a correct, and learned it, I went to the exam, that would have been a lot of marks taken away from me. Never tell AI your private information. I've said that, and you need to emphasize that. Don't tell it its name. Use a fake name. If your name is Ali, use Alison, for instance. Don't tell it your real name. Don't tell it your real location. Never tell it your location. Don't tell your family stuff. Don't tell it. A lot of people use it as a therapist. AI papers that have been published for 2024 have shown that most people 30 and under use AI as their own therapist, as their own psychiatrist. They tell it the deepest problems, the deepest issues, the deepest concerns, and that is a big no-no. Never do that. Because it's not private, it's public information. And share exam questions with AI is definitely cheating. If you know that there's an exam coming up and you know your school, for instance, it doesn't generate new exams, it just brings one from the previous year, and you know a student who took the previous exam, and you know he knows some questions, and give it to the AI, generate an exam for you, you learn it, and then you go to the exam. You may get the full mark, but you've never learned this way. You have to take the struggle, you have to face the struggle, you have to solve the problem, get stuck in it, and then think about it, solve it by yourself. Because that muscle, our brains are muscles, and if you don't use it, you will lose it. So you have to use it, you have to use it, you have to use it. That's a big advice. Don't trust AI, don't copy paste, don't share your private information with it. Don't use it to learn on your behalf, and don't share your secrets with it. Remember, if you cannot explain it yourself, you didn't understand it. You don't know it. You can ask AI for an answer, but if you cannot explain it to yourself, you cannot explain how you went from step 1 to step 5, you didn't know it. You cannot learn. You didn't get the answer correct. And in the future, when you have to get that answer in person on exam, you will struggle a lot because you don't know how to get from step 1 to step 2, from 2 to 3, from 3 to the final step. That's some quizzes for us to understand our knowledge. You don't tell me the answer, you just have to think about it on the screen and guess your answer. It's just about the best and worst practices. Should you do this or not?
Can you read it? Can you read it?
Oh, of course. Question 1 is, you have an essay due very soon. What is the best way to use AI in regard to that essay? A, do you write the whole essay for you? Do you have AI to write the whole essay for you? B, do you have it help you brainstorm ideas to draft an essay? And C, do you copy it from Wikipedia?
Come on, boys. Answer. Which one would you?